Now, he has not appeared in public for years, but he still retains his popularity as the father of democracy and the emblem of the nation's fight against apartheid. If you don't know, he became an international figure while enduring 27 years in prison for fighting against apartheid. That was the country's system of racial segregation, and that's where he first caught this illness, being in prison. He became the nation's first black president in 1994. And I wanted to talk about him. I had an opportunity to interview him.
Wow.
Just before he caught ill, and I was going to fly over to Africa. And unfortunately, I'm not going to be able to do that now.
Yeah.
But our prayers go out to his family, and we wish him strength and recovery.
No doubt.
He's 95 years old.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay, now, I was going to tell you guys about this case of child abuse that just really is shocking. All right. Now, imagine this. A neighbor reported seeing a boy shivering in the cold, wearing a T-shirt and jeans. A North Carolina sheriff finds an 11-year-old boy with a dead chicken around his neck and his ankle handcuffed to a post. He has foster parents. I'm going to say their names, Wanda Sue Larson and Dorian Lee Harper. They got a lot of explaining to do. They're facing charges of intentional child abuse, inflicting serious injury, false imprisonment, and cruelty to animals.
Wow.
I couldn't even imagine seeing a case of child abuse like this. Happens all the time, but this is weird.
Yeah.
They had a dead chicken tied across his on his neck.
Because maybe he wouldn't eat the chicken?
Oh, come on, Heather.
You know how, no, you used to get in trouble for not eating beans and peas, and so my mother used to make me sit there until I ate it. And I would just drop them on the floor and do, but maybe he wouldn't eat the chicken.
But what they had the guy ankle cuffed up to a post. We used to treat our pit bulls better than that.
Oh, yeah, I know. This is terrible.
I'm interested in the most peculiar forms of child abuse you guys, the citizens, have ever witnessed, and it's probably from a friend or a family member. Call us, 888-742-3345, 33 minutes into the hour. Shade for
now. Sway has more of your daily news.
Yo, Sway, what's up with the daily news, baby? What's the verdict? Spit it like you heard it.
On Shade 45.
All right, we're talking child abuse cases to an extreme. 36 minutes into the hour. An 11-year-old boy was found with a dead chicken around his neck and his ankle handcuffed to a post. And his foster parents, Wanda Sue Larson and Dorian Lee Harper, they're going to be facing charges of intentional child abuse and inflicting serious injury, false imprisonment, and cruelty to animals. Yo, here's the other thing, man. They're expected to appear in court this morning. 4 other children, they have ages 8, 9, 13, and 14. Wow, they're in protective custody.
Some of these foster parents in those situations, I really think they need to be investigated a whole lot more than what people are doing.
Yeah, man, they getting money right now, man. That's what they do. They get a kid, and it's they get some type of funding for the kid, and it becomes a hustle. That's their business. Karen, you're in Virginia. You ever heard or seen any extreme cases of child abuse?
Yeah, my coworker keeps foster kids. And one of her kids, it was actually his grandparents, kept him chained up outside like a dog.
Aye.
And he had to eat outside, use the bathroom outside and everything. They brought him in at night. And a few years goes by and she gets another call from social services. His mother had another child and given him to her parents, and they did the same thing to that child as well, and they want her to take him.
I want the mother to get put in jail, too.
Right.
Like, what the hell is that? To me, that's just like the most heinous crime you could commit when you abuse a child, a helpless child.
Absolutely.
And so what happened? Did they ever get caught?
Yeah, people reported them because they saw the kids outside, and of course, they had the history of it, so when they found out that the mother had more kids and went back, and she'd given her child to her parents, and her parents did the same thing to, little kids, 3, 4 years old.
Oh, that's so sad, man. Karen, thank you for sharing that story. I know it sounds weird having this conversation, but I just want to put it out there.
Yeah.
Because it's happening right under our noses.
That's right.
We got Carla on the line in Chicago. Carla, you're a therapist, correct?
Yeah, from basically been on staff at a clinical behavioral hospital for 9 years, and within the last year I stopped working there. But the worst thing that I've seen that really just broke my heart was a 5-year-old girl who was a twin, and her and her brother was found in a drug house, And when they came to the hospital, the little girl had gonorrhea and syphilis of her mouth and anus because the mom was renting them out for drugs.
Oh.
And I think that was the worst thing that I've ever seen. And she was 5.
Oh.
And they actually split her and the little brother up, which, man, it was just heartbreaking because they were twins. But the foster parents didn't want to deal with the little girl.
Oh, my gosh.
Wow.
That's horrible. That's horrible. What happened to were they caught? What happened to him, Carla?
Well, the mom got prosecuted, but what's horrible is that when they're in foster care, a lot of times they get abused there, too, and they end up going back to the foster parents. And that's the most heartbreaking thing about it, is that they go back to foster parents that are abusing them, too, that don't really want to deal with them. So when, they cut out social services funding, they need that funding for things like that to help take care of the kids and make sure that they're, taken care of, because that's real. That's what happens to them. So I love you guys, too. I love you playing Heather B.
Thank you.
Hey, we love you, too, Carla.
You're a citizen of Sway in the morning.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
You know what? I'm going to take some more of your calls about these stories, and I want you to leave voicemails so that we can play them back. People can hear it at the latter part of the show today. We got to keep it moving, man. We got sports up next.
Yes, Wade. Peyton Manning and the Broncos faced the Chiefs last night, and I have all the details.
40 minutes to the hour. Shade 4-5.
Recapping the latest in sports.
Yeah, baby! Yeah, baby! What a game! Unbelievable! What a game! Wait a minute! Wait a minute!
I don't believe what I just saw!
It's Sway in the Morning Sports Report on Shade 45.
Magic Mondays, 53 minutes into the hour. Heather B.
Yes, Sway citizens, let's start with the NFL. Last night, the game everyone wanted to see was the undefeated Chiefs visit Peyton Manning and the Denver Broncos.
Denver has knocked Kansas City from the ranks of the unbeaten here at Sports Authority Field at Mile High as the Broncos win it 27-17.
Yeah, that was the final, 27-17. Denver snapped KC's 9-game winning streak, and now both teams are 9-1. Speaking of streaks, some other scores from last night were Tampa Bay on a 2-game winning streak. They beat the Falcons 41-28. My Giants over the Packers 27-13. They've won 4 straight. Packers have lost their 3rd straight. A big congrats to Sway's Raiders. They beat the Texans 28-23. By the way, the Texans have now lost 8 consecutive games. Philly over Washington 24-16, and the Steelers upset the Lions. That final was 37-27. Tonight, Week 11 in the NFL comes to a close when the Patriots visit the Packers. For more info on that game, citizens, go to Channel 88.
Did you watch the Denver game with the Kansas City Chiefs?
Yeah, I watched it.
Yo, that was amazing. I was in the airport watching it in Burbank, and it was just, I couldn't believe. Manning is a robot. He's a cyborg.
I know. Every time I see him now, I think he's on steroids because of what you said. Moving over to the NBA, there are 3 games last night. The Trailblazers over the Raptors in overtime, 118-110. Memphis beat Sacramento 97-86. And the Lakers over the Pistons. That final was 114-99. Tonight, 6 games are on schedule. Some include Brooklyn hosts Portland, Denver at OKC. Dallas will visit Philly, and the Warriors will visit the Jazz. And the Clippers, they'll host Memphis tonight as well, Sway. For more info and times on scheduling, go to Channel 221. And last but not least,
hockey.
Yeah, the Bruins and the Hurricanes go at it tonight. Anaheim will visit Pittsburgh, and Winnipeg will host Calgary. For more info on that, citizens, go to Sirius Channel 207 and XM Channel 211. Citizens, this week I'm already being hit up. I'm saying Sporty Sundays. You have to RSVP at sportysundays@gmail.com. We have a 3-hour open bar this week, sponsored by Truly Vodka. Oh my gosh, it is going to be insane.
Let me explain this. Let me paint the picture. You know how you work all week and you're looking for that outlet? You can't wait till the weekend. And you want to do things you can't necessarily do at work.
Yeah.
You want to be ways you can't be in a work environment.
Yeah.
That's when you come to Sporty Sundays. We have over 12 screens.
Yes, we do. To watch each and every game that's scheduled from 1 to 7 p.m. All the NFL games will be on. Live music. I will be behind the bar. And as I said, from 1 to 3 p.m., Truly Vodka will sponsor an open bar. I'll be making my magic behind the bar. Come out, have a good time. You could also go to the happy hour with Heather B. If you ever been to Sporty Sundays, you might just see your picture up there. We have a Sporty Sundays page.
Hey, Heather, I got a question. What's 1 + 3?
4.
Okay, so shouldn't the open bar
Oh,
be...
I'm sorry, from 1 to 4. I'm
There it
sorry,
is.
Sway.
Okay,
It's a 3-hour open bar. Thank you for correcting me, Sway. I don't want to shortchange the citizens.
Okay.
3-hour open bar for 1 to 4. Come out. Drinks are on Sway.
All right, Celebrity Wire up next.
Yup, and Sway, wait till you hear which actor Beyonce almost dated before her hubby Jay-Z.
Shade 4-5. Good morning. 4 minutes into the hour, Shade 4-5. Magic Mondays have the beat.
Yes, it is.
Fresh off the plane from Los Angeles.
Konnichiwa.
Celebrating my little nephew Isaiah winning his Little League Super Bowl game.
A bit rowdy you were.
Oh, man, I was slamming those parents verbally, which is why I don't have my voice.
Which is why, has your daughter ever played sports?
Man, my daughter used to play softball. I was that father riding the third baseline like, slide in the home.
Gosh.
Slide in the home.
How embarrassing.
My daughter just won a champion in her equestrian. She's an equestrian, so she had a horse show this past Saturday.
Okay.
She got 2 second-place ribbons. She got a first-place ribbon. She got champion, which means, she killed it, basically.
Now, Sway, there's a different group of people there. You're not rowdy at equestrian matches, are you?
Nah, usually when I go to the equestrian events, they usually hand me a shovel, and they assume I'm there to shovel up horse manure.
Yeah.
But which isn't the case. I'm paying as much money as some other parents.
Yeah.
And it's a lot of money for your kid to be an equestrian.
I can imagine.
Yeah, man, that's like sending your kid through college.
It's nice, though.
All right. We got Celebrity Wire up in a second, but Tracy G, we got some very special guests with us today. Who's that?
These are the guys from thelifefiles.com.
Thelifefiles.com.
Hey, what's up? What's going on?
Hey, man, they don't report news. They report culture.
That's right.
Welcome to the show, gentlemen. How you doing?
Thanks for having us.
Absolutely. Introduce yourself.
This is Javid, Life Files exclusive, and this is JD Dapper here.
All right. And with lifefiles.com, how long y'all been doing this now?
About 4 years.
4
5 years.
Yeah. It's different from other sites.
Yeah, because we're not really too gossipy.
Yeah.
We just like to report, a lot of what's going on in pop culture and new gadgets, vacation spots, the latest car, what we think about them. So we don't really keep it too based on, celebrity gossip. So I think
More
that's why people
lifestyle.
like us.
We try to be a little more lifestyle.
More lifestyle. So
Yeah,
had I went on your site before I got this crackberry, you guys would have told me, right? Do you review like technology?
Yep.
I would have known that this isn't the way to go, right?
Our top post right now is the PS4 because of all of the hype around that and the line waiting and just how crazy that new system is. So right now, if you go on our site, we're talking about the new PS4 system.
They sold over 1 million of those units, right?
Mm-hmm.
And the Xbox is coming out this Friday.
Right.
Which
so that's
one-
going to be crazy.
Which one is better?
We leaning towards the PS4.
Why is that?
Hopefully we'll get a check from saying that.
Oh, wow.
I'm not mad at that. Gentlemen, can y'all join us with Celebrity Wire?
Absolutely.
Of course.
All right, Tracy G, what we have coming up?
Justin Bieber, he's back to his antics and making his neighbors very, very mad.
Shade 4-5.
Reporting on the latest celebrity news, scandals, and occasional sex tape. It's the Celebrity Wire on Sway in the Morning.
All right, 11 minutes into the hour. We got a special edition of Celebrity Wire. We got very special guest, Tracy G.
Yeah, these are the guys from the Life Files, and they join us for Celebrity Wire. So the first story, Sway, we got to jump into some Justin Bieber antics because they are out here in full force once again. If you remember a couple Celebrity Wire reports back, Justin, he had spat in the face of one of his neighbors. Well, that same neighbor has issues with him because over the weekend, reportedly, Justin Bieber, he had a big-ass bash. Of course, it was all loud. Snoop Dogg was in there, and reportedly, the cops had to come through 3 times, so now he has a police report on him for disturbing the peace.
Wait, Snoop is partying with Justin Bieber?
Yeah, well, the marijuana, it brings people together.
Oh, come on, man. You think that's what it is?
Absolutely.
This felt kind of weird. Like, I don't know if I would party with Justin Bieber. I would feel a little too old to be partying with Justin Bieber. Like, can you think of the people who's going to be in that house?
Is he paying for everything?
Who, Justin Bieber? Yeah.
I'll go.
You would go?
Yeah, for free food and booze,
Yeah.
why not? And I'll go home afterwards before the cops come.
JD, what do you think of Justin Bieber's recent antics, bro? You think he's having a nervous breakdown?
I think he's just getting older, man. I think when you're a child star and, a lot of people telling you where to go and what to do, and you get to a certain age and you actually look at the bank account, like you said, it's just like, he's just living life. I think he's having fun and just exploring himself and just living life.
The money makes him adult, right?
Yeah, man.
There it is. Okay, well, damn it, I guess I will party with Justin. I didn't get an invite. I'm
Hey,
pissed off now. All right.
Now, moving on, some congratulations are in order, even though I know a lot of dudes are going to be rather sad with this news, but it's the truth. Kelly Rowland, she's no longer a single lady.
Damn.
Because now she just got engaged to her secret boo/manager, Tim Witherspoon. This happened over the weekend, and she said yes. She's off the market.
Wow.
Congratulations.
Yeah, she looking good, too, lately.
Yep.
About what? You agree?
Agreed.
Yeah, right? And then, man, how weird is that, though? That's like taboo for you to cross that line for professionalism and intimacy. People normally don't do that.
But, in the past, she's been engaged, I feel like, and some of her relationships have been public. So maybe she's with somebody now who she feels like she can trust. She has her own money. Mm-hmm. So maybe this was like that common thing she needed. He's been helping her make money. So maybe it'll work out. I personally wouldn't do that, but I want Kelly to win.
And, once she started increasing her pelvic thrust and her dancing
oh, gosh,
a lot of dudes been checking for her, man. Yeah. Congratulations, Kelly Rowland.
Yeah. Absolutely. Yeah. Now, speaking of Kelly Rowland, we know one of her besties is Beyonce, and Beyonce's hubby is Jay-Z, and he's back in the news. This all has to do with this Barney's debacle, because remember a couple months back, October to be specific, the New York Daily News, they reported 2 separate incidents of 2 African-American teens who said they went to Barney's, and they said that they were questioned by New York police officials for being suspects of credit card fraud. Now, this anger all trickled down to Jay-Z because he has a partnership in line with Barney's. A lot of people felt like he should pull out completely. Jay-Z, who put out a statement saying, okay, I need to hear more of the facts. But now he's saying that he's going to go forward with this partnership. However, all of the money will go towards his foundation. This is Jay-Z's foundation that sets up scholarships for different teens who don't have enough money to go to college. So he's doing a good thing with this.
And he's also spearheading a committee to kind of address racial profiling at Barney's, so this won't happen again. That's his, reaction to. That's his response to all of this. You think that'll be effective?
I think it'll be effective. I mean, Jay-Z, if anyone knows Jay-Z, from my knowing Jay-Z and how he moves.
Oh, my gosh, he's stunting on us, right? Did he just stun on us?
Yeah, he's stunning.
I know it. Can you call Jay on there?
Not personally,
Okay.
But just, just seeing,
He's looked at enough pictures on enough websites.
We both interned for Steve Stout, too. I don't know if a lot of people know that.
Did you just stun again on us?
But I think Jay-Z's always is a community person, I believe myself, and I think that he's going to use this opportunity to do something good for the community. So I definitely think it's a good thing.
Okay, all right, that's what's up, man.
What do you think, Louis?
I agree. I think that, he's doing the best that he can,
Yeah.
I think he's in an uncomfortable situation probably, but he's trying to make the best out of it.
That's what's up. Jay-Z, ladies and gentlemen.
Hey.
More money to count.
Now, really quickly on Beyonce, going back to when she was a single woman. Remember the BET Awards when she did the lap dance with Terrence Howard? Well, Terrence, he actually had an opportunity to get with Beyonce. And this is what he said happened.
I tried to talk to her once, and I missed the opportunity, and she was like, this is what you missed. So she's like 100.
Oh, really? Really? And was there any chance after the BET Awards of a hookup?
No.
No.
Jay-Z would kill me.
Oh, okay. So you try? Are you saying you at one point?
We had a meeting. I looked at her. She looked at me. There was the kismet. And then I tried to talk to her girl.
Wow, he went for the girl. This is the same man that said he felt like he had chemistry with Oprah, too, right?
Yeah.
All right, man, but that happens a lot. Sometimes you make the wrong choice. You do. For 2 beautiful women, or for women and maybe a couple, good-looking guys, you go for the wrong guy, and you end up being attracted to the other guy, the friend, or you go to the wrong girl, you end up being attracted to the other girl, the friend. If this has happened to you, give us a call. You made the wrong choice. Should have been with the friend. 888-742-3345. Call us.
Now, more Celebrity Wire on Shade 45.
I tried to talk to her once, and I missed the opportunity, and she was like, this is what you missed. So she's like 100.
Oh, really? Really? And was there any chance after the BET Awards of a hookup?
No.
No.
Jay-Z would kill me.
Oh, okay. So you try? Are you saying you at one point?
We had a meeting. I looked at her. She looked at me. There was the kismet. And then I tried to talk to her girl.
21 minutes into the hour. That's Terrence Howard.
Yeah, reminiscing about the times where he tried to get with Beyonce and he damn messed it up.
All right. And, that's, he went for the wrong person. Have the B. You ever do that?
No.
No?
Mm-mm. I look at certain things. Fingernails, how many kids you have, credit, insurance. I don't pick wrong.
All right. Yo, JD, you ever do that? Go for the wrong person? Wish you went to the friend?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
right? It happens sometimes, right? We're going to take your phone call. Hey, but you know what the problem is? When you go for the wrong person and you all hang out, and the whole time you got that chemistry with the other friend, you kind of want to. It's awkward, right? You want to slip to the back and maybe slip.
Oh, gosh.
That's what you want to do, but you can't really necessarily do that. If this has happened to you, give us a call, 888-742-3345. Let's go to line 1 right now. Sway in the morning, Shade 45. Good morning. How you doing? Hello?
Hello?
Yeah. Have you ever gone for the wrong person?
Yes. That's really actually like the story of my life. It's happened to me so many times.
Wow.
Almost every time when I'm dating somebody, actually.
But give me an example of the last time it happened, and what did you do about it? How did you figure this out?
The last time it happened, I was talking to this guy that I've known for a very long time, over 10 years.
Yeah.
And I had a really big crush on him. And so when I started talking to him, everything was going good, and then he introduced me to his cousin. So I gradually started hanging out with all of them, and then sometimes I ended up at his cousin's house.
Damn.
And the chemistry just continued to get out of control, and I'm not the type of person who fights the chemistry, so I went for it.
Damn, you banged out his cousin?
Yeah.
Well, you know.
Did he serve you better?
Yeah, no, actually.
Yeah, see, that sometimes the grass ain't always green on the other side.
It ain't always greener, Sway.
All right, we got Brandy from Wisconsin on the line. Good morning, Brandy.
Hey, Brandy.
Good morning. How are you guys?
Good.
Hey, Brandy, what happened? You chose the wrong person?
No, actually, I was the right person.
Uh-huh.
How?
I was with this guy, and I had a crush on him, but he actually wanted to date my cousin. And so I hooked him up, and during the course of their dating, which was only a couple dates, 2 or 3 maybe, both of them would say, I have no idea why we're dating each other because all we talk about is you on our dates. And I said, well, maybe it's just because I'm the common person you guys have, between you two. And long story short, it didn't work out. Me and him started dating, and now we're married, and we have 2 kids.
Damn.
Wow.
That's interesting. And you weren't interested in him at all initially?
I was actually. When he wanted to date my cousin, I had a crush on him. But he wasn't checking for me, I guess.
Did him and your cousin sleep together on any of those 3 dates?
No, they did not sleep together. They did kiss, and they thought it was really weird, especially now when we all hang out.
Did she give him a hand job or anything?
Oh, gosh, Sway.
No, that didn't happen, right? Okay.
No, I'm pretty sure if it did, she would still be there because, that's my husband now, so I know how he feels.
Oh, okay. All right, man. I only can imagine the family reunions. I could see that threesome going on with the cousins.
You know what, Sway?
It happened. Brandy, thanks for your call. You're a citizen.
A Sway in the morning.
We got more Celebrity Wire up next.
Yup, and there's an imposter on the loose, and he is making Nick Cannon's life hell.
Shade 4-5. Yep, 28 minutes into the hour. Magic Mondays. We're in the middle of Celebrity Wire. Tracy G.
Yeah, so there's a fellow. He goes by the name of Michael. That's what we're going to call him. And he was pumped with audacity because over the weekend, he claimed that he worked for Nick Cannon. Okay, this was happening in Cali. There's a store called Fred Segal. Basically, you can't buy a pair of pants for less than $300 at the store.
Yeah, I've been there.
He called up and he said,
"Is it Fred Segal or
what is
Fred
it?
Siegel?"
Obviously, she ain't been there.
I'm poor.
She's French.
Hit me. I ain't got no stunting points, all right? I'm learning. But anyway, so the guy called. He says that he works for Nick Cannon, and the guy needs to get a bunch of jewelry to make Mariah Carey a very happy woman. So then someone from the store comes with a bag full of jewels. Michael doesn't even come down himself. It's a big burly man who claims to be a security guard and says, all right, I'm going to take this and I'm going to come back downstairs and give you cash so we ain't got to do the taxes. The woman, who knows, maybe it was her first day, she went ahead and gave it, and then nothing ever came back down.
What a dummy.
Yeah, so now there's a whole case on a pursuit to find this fellow because they ended up going with a scam.
Yeah, what a dummy. It's gone. It's a wrap.
Exactly. And she's fired.
Yeah, she's a wrap. The jewels are a wrap. Hopefully they got insurance on the jewelry.
I don't think so.
That's a wrap, too. Thank you, Tracy G. Your Celebrity Wire's a wrap.
Yes.
I want to thank our guests for coming through. How can people go on the site? Give an address again of the site.
TheLifeFiles.com, The Life Files, and check us out. We're on Instagram heavy, of course, on Twitter, all your different social media sites, and look for us. We're relaunching a new site, so we're going to have some cool new video content up.
I thought it was interesting to have you guys here because, like you say, you don't report news, you report culture. And in this society, you know, we fiend for that kind of information. What's the latest? What's the next? Your site is very useful in that regard. And you guys should definitely check it out. TheLifeFiles.com.
Thanks. We appreciate the support,
JD, man. Good to meet you, bro. You Jared, you too. Up later on the show, we got Vince Vaughn is coming by.
Yeah.
He has a new movie. Tracy, you saw the movie, right?
Yes, I did, and I was actually surprised at how much I enjoyed it. It was really good.
All right. Also, one of my favorite magicians, David Blaine, is going to be here today as well. And we're going to do Straight Up No Chaser.
Yes, we are.
As we do about this time every single day is DJ. All right, 1 minute to the hour, shade for 5 Magic Mondays here today, ladies and gentlemen. Speaking of Magic Mondays, the one, the only David Blaine is coming by.
A little nervous.
Why is that?
Because he worships the devil.
David Blaine does not. Where did you hear that from somewhere?
I just think like these creepy magic people, they're all into like cults and, you know, wearing the skull heads and doing all of the devilish stuff.
So you think it's some like evilness behind
Yeah, I think it's a little even behind him.
You know what? I do have a story about David Blaine. I rode with him on an airplane once, and we were both sitting in the same row, right next to each other, in fact.
Okay.
And it was right after the Grammys. It was that year that Alicia Keys won like 5 or 6 Grammys, something ridiculous. Remember that year?
Yeah.
And then Alicia Keys got on the front of the plane, and she was trying to, you know, be incognito, and he was screaming out her name and screaming, hey, Diddy came on the plane. He was sitting. It was like one of those Macy's commercials, you know.
Yeah.
You saw it? And so all these people were on the plane, and he was doing these tricks right next to me in front of my very eyes. And he took a box of cards that had never been opened. The cards were wrapped, right? And they had never been opened. And he gave them to me. And he said, unwrap the cards. And so I unwrapped the cards. And he said, how many letters are in your first, your middle, and your last name? And I added it up. It came out to like, what I'm going to do that come out?
30.
No, 5. 21.
Okay.
And he didn't know. He said, don't tell me the number. I'm never going to touch the cards. Mix them up. You know, I shuffled the cards. And he said, now, spread the cards out without flipping the card over. Pick a card in the middle of the deck. Look at it. Don't tell me what it is. I'm going to look away. Keep it in your mind. I said, okay. He said, now shuffle the cards again. I did it. And he said, what was the number? I said, no. He said, don't tell me the number of letters in all 3 of your names. Count it out. And when you get to that number, let me know. So I counted out cards. 1, 2, 3, never flipped them over. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 19, 20. I'm here. He said, flip the 20. You're here? You're 20? Yeah. He said, flip over the 21st card. I flipped over the 21st card, and it was the card that I had picked originally in the deck that he never saw. Only I knew what that card was. It's like a queen of diamonds.
Did he have shades on?
He didn't have shades on. It spooked me so much, I stopped talking to him the whole ride. This is the first time I've seen David Blaine will be today since that moment.
You think he'll have a deck of cards with him so he can show us that same whammy he pulled over on you?
I hope he does. It's not a whammy. It's not a whammy. How would he even know?
Magic is fake.
But I counted out the cards. He didn't even know the number.
You didn't see the Jedi mind trick that happened, Sway. Something happened when you weren't looking.
He never touched the deck, Heather. He never touched the deck. I've been scared of him ever since.
He's the devil.
No, he's not. He's a magician. All right, David Blaine will be here. Vince Vaughn will be here. Up next, we got Straight Up No Chaser.
Yes, we do, Sway, and I'm helping out one of our very own today.
All right, Shade 4-5. Pharaoh March.
Is life fucking with you?
Well, I don't know about you guys, but I need a drink.
Need someone to talk to?
You're a liar and you're a cheat.
Well, celebrity bartender and reality show pioneer Heather B. is here to serve it.
Straight up, no chaser.
right, here we go. 10 minutes into the hour. Straight up, no chaser. We do this every Monday. Matter of fact, I want to appeal to our citizenship, those tuned in right now. I want to thank everybody that I met in Phoenix that tunes in to our show here on Shade 45.
Yes.
Everyone in L.A. that stopped us, pulled us over, and talked about the show. Thank you for tuning in to Shade 45 every single day.
Yes.
We got a big citizenship. And because of that, it's like a family.
Mm-hmm.
One big family. Your problem is my problem. My problem is your problem, right?
Yes.
Cool. So you can pay my light bill?
Yeah. Which Jersey or, New York, East, West Coast.
Oh, okay. You stunning for me. Thank you. Bi-coastal living.
Ow.
It's the only way. And so for that, if you have any issues that's going on in your life, family issues, co-workers, friends, and you don't know how to solve them, email Heather B at swayinthemorning@gmail.com. Tell us the story. Write it out. People have been writing. We got hundreds of stories and emails that they're looking for Heather B's assistance. As you know, she's a mixologist. She tends to bar, and she also is like a psychologist at the same time, as well as a psychiatrist.
And I'm secretly becoming the Olivia Pope for interns. Sway, they all come, so we had to help out our very own big aunt.
Yeah.
We were chatting away, and he was telling me how he's been with the same girl for 6 years.
6 years.
Since he was a teenager.
Uh-huh.
He's now only 22 years young.
Wow.
He was telling me the dilemma was because his mom and his aunt is totally against him being in a serious relationship at such a young age. His girl is now talking about getting married.
Uh-huh.
She wants to be engaged and take this relationship a step further because they've been together for so long. He says he understands why his girl feels this way.
Uh-huh.
However, he's just not ready to commit and go into the marriage type of thing. So I asked him, is it fair when you're ready at 7 years from now, when you're ready to be married, is it fair to keep her strung along for that long?
We're talking about Big Ant, the one who gets his eyebrows groomed. Yo, Ant, get on the mic,
man. He loves his eyebrows.
Jesus,
sure
man.
do.
Did you draw in your eyebrows this morning?
Don't hate.
Okay, wow. Look at the arch on your eyebrow.
Big sexy.
Okay, listen. So since you were 16, you've been dating the same girl.
16 years old, junior in high school.
And that's the only coochie you got for the past 6 years?
I didn't say all of that, but actually I did say that. Yes.
What the hell are you talking about?
Yes.
Yes.
I was thinking of porn.
Okay, all right, great. Yeah. And is are you her first?
Yes.
And her only?
Yes.
Yeah.
As far as I know.
Yeah. How old is she?
She's 23.
23.
Mm-hmm.
And she wants to be married.
Very badly, actually. Yeah.
So she's trying to lock it in.
Absolutely.
And how do you feel about it? You want to explore.
Listen, you've been out with me.
Yeah.
So you know marriage is the last thing on my mind. That's not happening.
Yeah.
Eventually, yes, but
I've been out with you. I thought relationships was the last thing on your mind. I'm joking. I'm joking.
But here's the thing, Sway, with a lot of young men out there, Ant said he's not ready until at least 7 more years from now.
Deep, man.
But he doesn't want to see her with anyone else, and I'm saying end it now. I agree with his mom. I think he's too young to be in a serious relationship like this. He needs to go out and explore. I think he needs to have some one-night stands. I think he needs to go out and travel the world a little bit. I think he needs to get his own place, his own bachelor pad. I think 22 years old is too young to be with the same girl, and you're not ready to be married for at least another 7 years. Dump her.
Yo, I know you're starting to think this was a bad idea right now.
No. Listen, I appreciate.
Well, I'm fixing this for him because I'm trying to do some damage now before later on she becomes pregnant. He doesn't want to be with her. He's not ready to be married. I'm trying to get him out early.
Does she listen to the show?
No.
Okay. All right.
If she did,
you wouldn't be doing this. We're doing this right now, right? Wow. You say he should quit and end it now?
Now, Sway, 22 is too young to be this serious, and I think for women too, it's just too young.
Are you ready to dump her?
No. See, half of me is like HB was saying. It's because I guess it's more of a fear of not
experiencing new coochie.
No.
Oh, okay.
I'm not worried about that.
Okay. That's in the bag.
Anyway.
Okay.
It's more of. I guess it would be more of. I don't want to say fear because I'm not afraid, but like since I've been with her, since I was literally 15, 16 years old, it's really like more of weird, I guess.
Was she your first?
It's more weird, like to think of it that way. So I don't know, man.
It gets deeper, Sway.
Was she your last motherfucker? Oh, come on, man. How does it get deep? Okay.
Of course.
How does it get deeper than that, Heather?
Listen.
You know what? Let us know.
Okay.
And then we're going to have the citizens call up and tell us what you think Ant should do. Big Ant, 888-742-3345.
And now more
No chaser.
with Heather B on Shade 45. Sway in the morning.
All right, we have a very puzzling dilemma here. 19 minutes into the hour. One of our interns, Big Ant, we call him Big Ant because he's, how tall are you, Ant?
Just 6 feet.
And you weigh how much?
Like 285.
He's really, okay. He got cut from the football team, so he's interning for us.
He's cute.
And so you've been with the same girl for 6 years.
Yes.
Since you were 16.
Mm-hmm.
She's 23. You're 22.
Yes.
She now is adamant about becoming married.
Mm-hmm.
This is the furthest thing from your mind, or are you on the fence about it?
Oh, right now, at this moment?
Yeah.
Very far from my mind. It's not even a thought.
Is she threatening to leave you if you don't agree to do it?
No.
Are you getting that sense?
I could feel it, not right now, but I would definitely say probably by the time she's 25, which would be in the next 2 years.
Uh-huh.
And that in 2 years, that's still not on my mind.
She wants to have children?
Yeah.
Wow. Are you still attracted to her?
Yeah, of course. But, I mean, listen. Yes.
Yes.
Sure.
Okay.
Yes.
Are you attracted to other women?
Of course. I'm a man. Of course. I'm sure she's attracted to other men.
Do you get other girls' phone numbers?
Of course. That doesn't mean I do something with them, but I am human, absolutely.
Does she get other men's phone numbers?
I'm sure she does, yeah. I don't check for that, so I'm not that type of person. I'm not the.
What is she, a jump off to you?
No,
man? I mean,
no. But I've been with her so long that there's nothing to check for. I mean, I've been with her for 6 years. I'm not the type to check her phone or who you're texting or calling. I've never been that type of person, so it seems like I always attract the ones that want to check what I'm doing for some reason.
Does she arch her eyebrows too?
Actually, she does. We go to the same nail salon.
Oh my God!
Romantica.
Wow. Okay, Heather, you said it gets worse.
I said, since you know you're not going to be ready for marriage for at least another 7 years, why don't you just dump her? Anthony told me, because I don't want to see her happy with anybody else.
Oh.
How selfish and ridiculous is that?
Damn, dude.
Damn, that's it.
Yeah, man. You know, we got to go to the. That's all I can say is damn, dude. That was real. That came from the call of my truth. We're going to go to the phone lines and find out what people think Big Ant should do. Should he dump her, like Heather B suggests?
Yes.
End it now. Don't drag this girl along. Don't lead her on. She's wasting the best years of her life on a guy with arched eyebrows. Or should he get his thing together and do the right thing by her? What do you guys think he should do? We got Boss from Detroit on the line. What up, Boss?
Hey, what up, Boss?
Hey, what's going on, y'all?
What's up, man? What do you think he should do?
I think, look, man, you shouldn't listen to nobody else. You need to get what if that's a good woman, you need to keep that good woman. Because there's no good women out there. Ain't nothing but stank hoes out here today, dog. I'm being honest with you. I've been out here. And when we tell you something, I would trade all this in for a good-ass woman, dog. It's just fun for a minute. You think you're having fun. You think you're on top of the world. But a good woman is hard to find, dog. You better hold on to that woman and don't underestimate her, because some brother, Jody, might be coming through that back door.
Jody! Well, baby boy Jody.
You better hear what I'm telling you, man.
Hey, Boss, you're a citizen.
A Sway in the morning.
Yeah, man, you should be a preacher, too, bro. You could definitely move the crowd. Ed in St. Louis is on the line. Big Ed, what up, Big Ed?
What up?
What up, y'all?
What's up? How you doing?
I'm going to tell, hey, man, good morning to the show and everything, but, hey, man, that's some old selfish punk shit, dude, as far as you don't want nobody else to have her. Really, dude? I mean, honestly, I can understand where you're coming from, because as men, we want our pussy to be our pussy, you know? But at the same time, bro, if it's meant to be and you ain't ready, move on with your life. And then if it's meant to be, you guys will be all right.
Well, we are right now. I'm living life and still have her, so I mean.
Oh, come on, man.
Oh, what a loser. All right, we're going to take more of your calls. 888-742-3345. Straight up, no chaser. Sway in the morning, Shay 45. We're in the middle of Straight Up, No Chaser. The conversation we're having off mic, I got to share with the people.
Yeah, you have to.
All right, 28 minutes into the hour. Big Ant as an intern here. He's this week's Straight Up No Chaser. He's been talking back and forth with Heather B about his current situation in his relationship. When he was 16, he met his girlfriend. They've been together ever since. It's been 6 years now. She's 23. He's 22. She wants to get married.
Ugh.
Big Ant, you say.
I am not even thinking of such a thing at this moment.
You also said you're attracted to other women.
Of course.
You've gotten phone numbers.
Of course.
But you never acted on it.
Never.
Damn, that was a weak never, boy. That was a weak never.
I'm sorry. I'm not going to praise. I never have.
Okay, one of the most interesting things about this situation, Heather B, is that they have so much in common that they go get themselves groomed at the same shop, the same nail shop.
Eyebrows.
They both arch their eyebrows.
Oh,
sir.
What do your parents feel?
My dad is more. My dad and I don't even really talk to my dad about relationships. That's weird. But my mom is more. Definitely thinks that I should be single and enjoying life. My mom says now's the time to travel, hang out with friends.
Yes.
My mom's big on traveling. That's like a number one thing. Travel. Minus her.
Yeah.
My mom thinks I should be single.
Thinks you should be
and
single.
I shouldn't even think about a serious relationship. She usually throws out the number 30.
What's your ethnicity? What's your makeup?
I'm half Puerto Rican and half black.
And your girl is?
Irish. I had to think about that for a second.
Wow. Damn, dude. Do you even know this woman? But that's not an issue, right?
Not for me, no.
For your parents?
It's not an issue because my parents don't have problems with, as long as I'm happy. But I have heard throughout my family conversation, oh, why don't you try a sister? Or there's nothing like black love. Black love is powerful, blah, blah, blah. Because I've never been with a black girl.
You never been with a black girl?
Whoa.
Ever.
And the other shoe drops.
Damn. Well, have you ever been with an Asian girl?
I've never been with an Asian. I've only been with white women. A white woman. I'm sorry.
Freudian slip, yo.
Yikes, man.
Yo, he ain't ready for marriage. I don't care. I know that one of the citizens said, stick with a good woman. He's not ready yet to do this way.
Greg in Canada. What do you think, Greg?
I had a pretty much the similar situation as you, man. I met my wife now at when I was, I think, 15 or 16, and she was 1 year older than me, so pretty much exact same age situation as you. Mm-hmm. But it took. She wanted to get married before I did as well, but I sat there and thought about it for a little while, and I moved out with a friend of mine instead of moving in with her, and I just came to realize that I don't think there was anybody really out there who could be a better wife and a better mother for me when we got married and things, when I was ready. And
yeah,
we got married. It took us 2 years when we were engaged, and I had my mom telling me, I don't know if you should do that. And
but what do you think he should do?
I think he should listen to himself. No one can make this decision for you except for you.
Yeah.
And how do you like being married?
I love it. It's great.
But that was right for Greg.
Yeah.
Greg, thanks for your call. I met your girl when we went to Summer Stage over the summer.
Mm-hmm.
Beautiful girl. Big heart. Wonderful person.
Big ass.
I didn't look at your girl's ass, bro.
It was nighttime.
Okay. I wouldn't have looked at your girl's ass, man. Damn.
I would allow that.
Would you look at my girl's ass? Have you looked at my girl's ass? Man, yo, bro. You been looking at my girl's ass?
Big Ant.
The young ones.
He
ain't ready, Sway. I don't care what the citizens are calling.
Can't believe this dude, man. Frank in Bay Area. What do you feel about this? This is Frank, y'all. Big
What
Frank.
up, Frank?
Frank and Frank.
What's up with it? Hey, man, Big Ed, man, you gotta go ahead and keep that, lock it down. These women got a lot of women out here are no good, man. You're gonna be second guessing yourself, doubting yourself when you get a hold of one of these women with a lot of miles on her. You know what I'm saying? It's just gonna be all bad, man. It's gonna be the worst choice you ever made. if you got to get it out your system, man, you might want to creep a little bit, but don't let that one go. But somebody gonna get in their ear.
Yeah.
But if he creeping, I mean, he ain't ready.
Yeah, if you creeping, you ain't ready.
He's from the Bay, though, man. Creeping, that's like going to the store, buying milk or something. Mark in Denver, you're going to be our last caller right now. What do you think he should do?
Man, I was in your same situation, dude, except for now, I got a kid with my baby mama, but what I say is, man, if you can keep her, but if you ain't ready, don't do it, man. If you know you ain't ready, don't do it, but if you can, keep her, because once she gone, she gone.
Yeah, man.
Unless y'all know for a fact later down the line y'all gonna get back together, man. So I say for now, keep her, but if you know for a fact you ain't ready, don't even.
Don't do it. Mark, thanks for your call. Yeah, man, it's fun.
All right, hold
up. Tracy G wanted to chime in. Just
Thank you, Wanda. Y'all pause on that. Okay, it's very simple. Because sometimes you need music to speak for you. All you say is, all right, Allah has been on my mind. What's her name? All right, Nanya.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
He doesn't want to piss off his other chicks.
Got you. I love you. A lot has been on my mind. I've been thinking about how I want to express it to you, but I want to keep you happy. At the same time, I want to be honest. So I'm gonna play a record, and you holla at Donnell Jones where I want to be. Case closed.
So we had that conversation once, and the song that I chose was "Back That Ass Up."
Wait,
oh my God!
What's your problem?
Yo, okay, it's time to make a decision. Here we are. All right, okay. In the case of Big Ed, should he stay with his girlfriend for 6 years and get married or not? Heather B said,
"Dump her."
Big Ant, what do you plan to do?
Listen, I know you guys love a solid answer, but I don't know. I
Come
really
on.
don't know. I'm gonna go with now. I'll stay.
You gonna stay now? All right, there it is, man. Well, thank you for sharing that.
Wow.
SwayInTheMorning@gmail.com if you want to be on Straight Up No Chaser. Thanks, Heather B.
Yes.
34 minutes into the hour. David Blaine is up next. You want to speak to him? Call us. Sway in the Morning.
Game with it's like poker, but it's on like a bill.
Liar's poker.
Liar's poker, and it's it's like you play with the
you
bills,
play with the serial numbers on
the serial numbers.
Yeah.
You shuffled this deck. Where's that bill that you signed before this began? Can you read me the numbers in between the letters out loud? Can you read it out loud? The numbers?
It's 5, 2, 6, 7, 8, 3, 2, 4. What?
It's like one of those moments where I feel like I watch magic on TV. I'm like, everyone's in on it, for sure. No one is in on it. Like, this is crazy.
Wow, man, that's a trick performed by the one and only David Blaine. I've been watching this man for years. We've watched him buried alive. We watched him hang upside down. We watched him frozen in time. We watched him literally be drowned. We watched him stand on pillars for 35 hours on a pillar that was, 100 feet tall or something?
Yeah, almost 100 feet tall in Bryant Park.
And we watched him perform feats that defy human capability, and it often makes you wonder, it makes you curious. It's such a mystique around magic. And the closest I came to figuring out the puzzle, I told this story earlier this morning.
Right.
This was years ago. David Blaine and I were on a plane. Mm-hmm. You remember the story? You remember the story?
Remind me.
Okay, good. I'm glad you don't remember. We were on a plane.
I do remember vaguely, though.
Okay, and it was the year Alicia Keys won like 5 Grammys. And it was the next morning, and you ended up sitting next to me. And Diddy came on the plane, too. And we sat next to, I was a big fan, and the first thing I started asking you was about card tricks. How do magicians throw cards at the a window of a bus, and then the card is sticking on the other side of the window? And you start explaining it. Well, no, actually, you didn't explain it. I think you told me you don't do card tricks any longer or something. Like
nah, then that's not true.
No, you said something to that effect. You don't remember this, huh?
Nah.
I love it. All right.
You must have caught me on like the tail end of a major sleep deprivation stunt.
It could have been. And you did this thing with me.
Without cards, with something else?
No, with cards. You did this thing with me where, okay, you said how many letters are in your name? Your first, your middle, and your last name. You don't remember this?
Yeah, now I got it.
Okay, and
yeah,
I
yeah.
counted
And then you
the-
spelled out the cards, and it fell onto the name that you spelled.
That's what it, Heather. And he handed me a deck of cards that never had been opened. You never touched the cards.
That is true.
And I shuffled the cards. You never looked at the cards.
That's true.
And it fell. It was 21 letters in my name. I picked the Queen of Hearts or something. And when the 21st card came to be, I flipped it over. It was a Queen of Hearts. And I ain't fucked with you since. It spooked the hell out of me. I love you from afar. We exchanged information, and next week you don't even remember this. He texted me, swear you, because you were doing the thing in Times Square.
Okay.
And you said come check it out. Dude, I wouldn't go within 100 yards of you. This is the closest I've sat next to you since then, man. Because I people think, that you signed some type of deal with the devil. You know this, right?
Yeah, that's obviously no. People say funny things to me, but the devil one I got from a best friend recently, which is I'm like, come on, man, you know me since we're kids.
Yeah.
Like there's no, but a lot of people I think, try to make it, but it's pretty simple. Everything like, like the thing that I did to you with the cars. I think it's like you just have somebody spell out the name, and if you get lucky, it hits. I just happen to get lucky more often than not.
Come on, dude, there's 52 cards in the deck,
By the way,
bro.
I have cards on me, so I'll show you guys.
I told you you had a deck of cards
Let's
and a
do
pair
that
of
right
shades.
now. Pull the cards out.
I actually have a deck.
Okay, this is what we're going to do. We're going to come back with this trick. So hold it. I know you got a big special tomorrow on ABC. David Blaine, Real or Magic. He's going to demonstrate something for us right now. Hold up, Dave. Don't do it yet. We're going to play a song. I'm going to go outside and say a prayer.
I got holy water.
You got holy water?
Yes.
And we're going to come back with David Blaine. You want to talk to him? Call us, 888-742-3345. I got you. Sway in the morning. David Blaine is here. David Blaine, Real or Magic, is an ABC special tomorrow night. It's a 90-minute special on ABC. What time is it coming on Eastern?
9:30.
9:30. Now, David Blaine was supposed to be here earlier.
Right.
He came in late. Now, normally when people come late, I cut them.
Yeah.
I cancel it.
I do. You do.
And that's understandable.
Yeah, but I'm scared to cancel you. Because you might show up in my dream or something, But one of the reason also is the reason you were late.
Yeah, I actually apologize for being late, and we were rushing, but I was just in a water tank with Kelly and Michael live, and I held my breath during the course of the whole show, only breathing during the commercial breaks. So it was pretty, right now my eyes are, this is why I'm wearing shades. Yeah.
Okay, so
I still
you got the
Visine
bloodshot,
marks.
and the
but
blood
it's getting
vessels in
better.
your eyes.
Yeah, and I'm still pale because I'm out of oxygen. I'm pretty high in CO2 and low in, but it's fine.
It's fine. So for an hour, you held your breath underwater.
Yeah, while having fish swim out of the mouth and all these types of different things while eating underwater and all this stuff. And it was all, and then they jumped in at the end. So, but anyway, they jumped in and then we ended up being a few minutes late, so I apologize.
Has there been a trick, or do you even call them tricks? What do you call them? A magic feat that went wrong, that that you almost lost your life. I mean, how many times have you almost lost your life, like that you really felt like, okay, this is it?
I think pretty often, but the one that was the most dangerous is actually ironically on my show, the new show, and it's not like a big stunt. It's just something I'd always wanted to do, which is part of an effect where you become it looks like a human dragon. One guy did it in the world. His name was Haji Ali, and he died from doing it a couple of years after he started. But he would put kerosene into his stomach, not in his mouth, in his stomach, and then he'd have it come out like a dragon. And I did that for the first time on my new show. And afterwards, it was really bad. It was worse than almost any stunt I'd ever done.
What did it burn? What did it burn? Send your esophagus or whatever?
It's just it messed. The heart was going irregular, and I was having palpitations. It was hard to breathe. We were an inch from going to the hospital, but I didn't want to.
So the kerosene basically digests in your system.
No, you have to get it out before it does.
Oh,
right.
Okay.
So I also have a gallon of water underneath it, and then that water floats. The kerosene floats on top of the water.
You know, you do the type of magic feats that require a lot of physical discipline. What kind of regiment do you do, like working out to hold your breath so long, or to stand up for as long as you did on that nearly 100-foot pillar? Or you physically have to train a certain way, right?
You know, I think in the beginning, the training period is the most incredible part, because it's like you're learning and you're working really hard. But then what happens is your body starts to adapt.
Yeah.
So it's pretty amazing how the body changes. So it's like when I wanted to learn how to stand up on a really small pillar really high, I just started getting used to standing on edges of things like, buildings and things like that, just to override the brain's wiring, and eventually you readjust. So, same with holding the breath. It's like part of the reason you need to breathe is because you have to override the pain, because you really have a much greater amount of time before you black out.
Mm-hmm.
But your brain is telling you this pain level, you have to cut this. So you can't, I could cut you down right now, put you underwater, and you'd be fine for 10 minutes, no problem, as long as you don't suck the water into your lungs. So if you're, the body's pretty remarkable, so I play with that.
Even with my belly, I can do that for 10 minutes. Yeah?
Yeah, I had one too. I just got rid of it.
Oh, all right, good. You got to teach me that trick too. That's magic too.
Right before I came in, I was 30 pounds heavier.
Right, and you lost it on the live show. Where are you from? Like, where did you grow up, and how did you get into magic?
I spent my first 10 years in Brooklyn, and then we moved to Jersey. And when I was in Brooklyn, my mother worked multiple jobs, and we lived, she was a school teacher and stuff like that, and she gave me a deck of cards when I was about 5.
Yeah.
We didn't have much, so the deck of cards meant the world to me. You know what I mean? It was one deck, and I treasured it, and I would carry it everywhere. And I would wait at the library for her after work, and she would pick me up there when she was done. I'd go from school to the library. And a librarian once walked me through a simple book of self-work and magic, and I started to perform it, and and then I started to learn really fast about numbers and math and science, and all that kind of combined, and and that was the beginning of the impetus to become a magician.
So there is a science to it.
That's what I'm saying. What I'm saying is it's all very simple.
So it's not the devil.
I'm not kidding when I say a lot of what I do is luck.
Yeah,
and a lot of it is practice, a lot of it is experimenting, and a lot of it is just, just going out there with something and having faith that it's going to work out.
Does it offend you when people say you signed your soul to the devil?
No, I laugh.
All right. Tracy, you got a question?
Yeah. Is there like a magician community?
There's an amazing magician community. There's actually 2 card magicians doing a show right now in New York called Nothing to Hide. And if you want to see 2 amazing guys do magic, it's somewhere on 42nd Street. But there is a great, and it's, the ones that are, it seems like the best guys are the ones that are the most difficult to find almost.
Right.
It's like the guys that I look up to, this like small community magicians, are amazing, but they're so hard to find because they're so focused on getting the craft right.
So do you have like an apprentice? Do you feel like you should pass this down to someone?
I have lots of magicians that I'm close to, and we all, I think we all give input to each other. So everybody bats ideas around, and it's fun like that. It's
but magicians are like rappers, though, man. Y'all have beef too, though.
Yeah, but just not cool.
Oh, okay, all right. But I mean, because you got the Chris Angels and the other
David Copperfield.
David Copperfield. Do you guys get the big ones like you, David and Chris? It don't seem like y'all get along.
No, I don't think that's true. I just think I'm actually friends with Copperfield.
Okay.
I get phone calls from sometimes at like 3 a.m. about nothing. Like, David, yeah, what are we gonna do about this thing? I'm like, what do you mean? And then he'll have this whole idea for something that's insane that should be done in magic, but it's always brilliant. So the guy, I think everybody works pretty hard. I think to be a magician, it looks really easy. Like, you think what Copperfield does is he walks out there and it's, he does it. But that guy works harder than anybody I know. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, he really, really works. And it's hard. That guy's, most shows that you guys see, it's like people do like 270 a year or something. Last year, Copperfield did 600 shows.
Oh, my gosh, man. How rich is he? Jeez. Okay, look, I got a lot of people want to talk with you, David, and I want to talk more about the show. We're going to open up the phone lines, 888-742-3345. And when we return, David Blaine is going to demonstrate another trick right in front of Heather B's very eyes. Sway in the morning. In the morning, Shade 45. David Blaine is here. He has a 90-minute special that's airing tomorrow on ABC at 9:30 Eastern. David was just showing me an email from the director, and a lot of people often wonder, when you watch these shows on television, because it's on television, I've worked in television. I've worked in television for 13 years, so I know a lot of tricks of the trade. Working with MTV, we do a lot of tricks, and with cameras, and I mean, it's just, and in this show, there are no tricks, there are no special effects, there's no mirrors, right?
Yeah, there's no stooges. Everybody that we got was all legitimate, and there's almost very little editing. Even the only time we had to edit was to make because the amount of time we have on ABC to keep the show entertainment. You had to take some, but it's pretty straightforward. We did this show, there was no setups. Everything was pretty simple. Matthew Akers, who directed it, was holding the camera.
Yeah.
The crew was us. Like, there's a shot in the opening and in all the ads of me holding a tripod bag. And that's actually real. Like, that's how we kept our crew small. But what that allowed was it allowed people to be very comfortable. So their reactions were very natural, as opposed to feeling like, oh, there's lights. And you know how when there's too much of a setup, you become a little self-reflect. You become self-aware.
Too aware, right?
Yes, it's something I have a real problem with. So it's like I was trying to figure out, how would I become at ease with something? And I started figuring out, well, if the camera was real low-key and there was no setup and everything was casual and it didn't feel like a setup, then and that's what we went for. And the show is, for me, it's probably the best thing that I think I've done.
Rappers make songs that don't hit. Comedians tell jokes that don't get any laughs. Have you ever done a trick that didn't work?
Almost every single one.
in front of people? Like,
no.
Failed, something that failed.
Well, the good news about doing magic is, and I think like rappers too, it's like you never know where the end is because it's up to him. So it's you can keep improvising and going. So there's never a failure unless you quit. So if you keep going, there's not a failure. You just keep changing and moving.
Why do you love doing this so much? What is it that motivates you to do this?
It's so many different things, but one of my favorite things is, even though I act like I'm not reacting when I'm done doing magic and you see people reacting, I live off of their reactions. So it's like, when she just went screwed, that's what I live for. So I play it pretty casual, but I love seeing people light up or just become pretty, raw. And then the other thing about it is a digital fixation, like a love of just playing with cards and manipulating things, and then also learning new things that seem impossible but actually how to do them. So there's so many levels to it.
We had a woman who texted me. She didn't want to call in and ask you this question, but she wanted to know, as a magician, when you're having sex,
right?
Can you make
her levitate?
Can you make an orgasm occur?
Tell her she has to find out.
David Blaine is here. 888-742-3345. I want to go to my man Justin in New Jersey. Justin, good morning. How you doing?
I'm doing good. How you doing?
So say what's up to David Blaine.
How you doing, Justin?
What's going on, David Blaine?
All right.
So you went to my high school. I was happy you actually mentioned you're from Jersey. I always hear
you went to
you're
PV.
From New York, you're from New York, but we always see you in our yearbook and
You
stuff.
went to PV?
Yep.
Yeah. That was a crazy experience I had there. Yeah, it was good.
Everybody always talks about it. Nobody comes out of Little Falls.
Right.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. Okay.
All right. Thank you,
man,
Justin.
for absolutely nothing. All right. We got another Jay.
He's plugging his high school. That's
all right. Great. We got Jay in Ohio. Good morning. How you doing?
Good. How you doing?
Doing all right. What's your question?
Hey, David Blaine, I just want to say you're remarkable. Like watching you compared to No Name. I'm not going to name the other one that's on TV right now. It's just insane what you do. But the one trick that mind-boggled me, and out of all, I've watched all your, specials, but you took those two teeth out of that girl and then blew them right back in her mouth. I can't. Till this day, I think I've paused, rewinded, and fast-forwarded that thing 100 times, and I just can't figure that one out.
I actually think that you might have that happen again tomorrow night. I'm not kidding.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a bunch of that.
Wow.
See, the thing I love about your show is the street magic. I mean, the big performances are insane. It's just, a crazy time. But just like you said a second ago, you like people watching them, their reaction, them light up. And
Yeah, well, this is the first show I've done in 15 years where it's just solid magic. So you got that coming tomorrow night. It's the first time I've done it. I started putting the stunts in them, and they started to take over. But without them, it's all about that. So, yeah, I agree with you.
You know, we got another guest that's here, and I thought maybe you could demonstrate this next card trick for her. It's Gabriella Easler. She's Miss Universe 2013.
All right.
I didn't think you would mind. Heather, let's let Gabriella sit there. You sit there. Gabriella, how you doing? Miss Universe is here. Hey. How you doing? Gabriella Easler is here, ladies and gentlemen. Say hello to David Blaine. Gabriella, this is David.
How you doing?
How you doing? Pleasure to
Nice
meet
to
you.
meet you.
I'm Sway. Good to meet you.
Pleasure.
Pleasure
Yes.
trying to
Hi,
Heather B.
Heather.
You know, Tracy. David is, first of all, congratulations
Thank you
on
very
becoming Miss Universe.
Thank you very much. I'm very happy to be here.
Yes, we're happy to have you. You're from
Dayton is a fun, funny station, no?
You're on the wrong station.
No.
But you will have fun because
I hope so.
this is my friend here, David Blaine. Have you ever heard of this guy?
I know.
Oh.
It's my first time in New York. It's my first time here.
Okay.
Introduce me, please.
Okay.
I do card tricks.
David Blaine, this is Miss Universe, and we thought you as Miss Universe. This is a part of the prize. I didn't tell you. We're gonna have David Blaine demonstrate a magic trick.
I'm not just gonna demonstrate. I'm gonna teach it. I want you to learn something.
Okay.
But will you do me a favor? Will you just make sure the deck is okay? Look at all the cards. Make sure it's normal.
It's normal?
Yeah, you can mix it up, whatever you want.
Yes, it's normal.
It's okay.
Yes.
Can I give you
I
this?
give my word.
Sharpie.
Okay.
Okay. Take any card that you want, whatever you like. Look and choose one. The 5 of hearts?
Yeah.
And you put it face up right here and put your name on the card.
She chose the 5 of hearts.
I know that you want my thing, right?
Yeah, she wants. David is secretly getting her signature.
Well, no, I would ask for your number if that was the case.
My man! Oh!
So this is your card. I can't cut. You see?
Yeah, I can see it.
So let me just show you. This is an optical illusion.
Okay.
So see how it looks like I'm placing it. See how it really looks like it goes in, right?
Okay.
In a deck.
But it's an optical illusion, so it never moves. Here, I'll show it to you again. Look.
Oh.
See how it looks like it goes inside, right?
Okay.
But it never.
Wow.
moves.
He keep. Okay, I gotta talk to.
Let me show it to you again.
Okay.
I'm gonna show you again. So look,
Okay,
just
okay.
watch close. So I leave it just like this, so you could see your name, right?
Okay.
You see that? Here, middle of the top like this, and then into the bottom. And look, it's not here. It's not here.
It's not here, okay.
This is a 4, but you're gonna see your name appear right here. Just look at the 4. Watch it. It's there. See how your name just appears?
Oh my
okay.
God.
You know what's weird though? Here, let me just show you. So again, like this, in, right?
What can I?
Slight move, slight jump like this. But let's do this. Let's bend it.
Wait.
Now you see it's bent. Right?
Wait, hold up, Dave,
my
stop.
God.
So I gotta explain this, man.
You
Okay.
go above. Look. See how it just jumps up.
Oh my
That's
God.
sexy.
You're awesome.
You could have had any card, obviously, when you took one. But here, take anyone out.
Wait, hold up, David. Before you continue, let me explain what happened here.
It's mine.
Wow! Damn! Okay, Gabriella, Miss Universe, picked a card out of the deck. It was the 5 of hearts, and she literally just wrote her name on that card. And every time she put the card in the middle of the deck,
My God, you're really
David
good.
would do a flip thing, and the 5 of hearts would actually end up at the top of the deck. And no matter where he put the card in the deck, it kept coming up on top.
No way.
Then he pulled out a 4 of hearts,
Don't let me see it though.
and then it had her
Which one?
name on the 4 of hearts.
Sure?
Damn. So everywhere he keeps shuffling the card in the deck.
See, it's awesome. I can't
Well, you know,
believe it.
we're going to have it on SwayesUniverse.com.
Can I
You
make
can
a
see-
wish and you will make it true? No.
Here,
Oh my God.
you know why you chose that card? Remember you went through the cards and you chose the 5 of hearts, right?
Yeah.
Remember that you've been holding that Sharpie the whole time? Just do me a favor. Start rubbing the logo. Go ahead. Rub the logo with your thumb. Rub it. And now rub the other side. Rub the other side.
Have the beast
See how
rubbing
it's
the Sharpie?
changing? Show her what it says. Show her.
5 hearts.
It says 5 of hearts on the Sharpie?
They say 5 hearts in the
A
sharp.
5 hearts?
Yeah. Look.
Wow. The only way I can explain this is on the video. I can't even explain
here
this.
all the time.
Have the bee just rub the Sharpie and it
Yeah.
changed. It doesn't even say Sharpie any longer.
Oh my
One
God.
side.
It says 5 hearts.
Here, Garrett, hold these for me.
Wow.
Try to see. Look.
Okay, now he's taking a deck of cards in front of Gabriella.
I saw.
Don't tell me.
She's
Do it
looking,
again, do it
Dave,
again.
you're scaring her.
Try to see one inside. Did you see one, or it was too fast?
Too fast.
Okay, so we use here. Let me get rid of some of these.
Okay.
Get rid of these. Try to see one, but not this.
David Blaine is demonstrating
You see
card
one?
tricks. We're going to come back more with Miss Universe.
Anyone. Okay, look again.
She's running out of the studio right now. She's frightened.
You have one?
Call us.
So you saw one?
Gabriella Easler is here.
Two Women is about to become Miss Universe 2013.
Now, for any reason, if the new Miss Universe cannot fulfill her duties, the first runner-up is going to take over, and so Miss Universe 2013 is Venezuela, Gabriella Easler. The first runner-up is Spain.
Yes, and we have Miss Universe here with us. The lovely Gabriella Easler is here. Congratulations.
Thank you very much, and thank you for the invitation.
Absolutely. I've always been a fan of the pageants since I was a kid.
Yeah.
And always wanted to meet pageant winners. I mean, pageant participants, custodians, anything that had to do with pageants. And since I've come on
So
this
many
show,
beautiful girls.
Oh, my God. How do you control yourself
I got
around
you.
that? Yeah, I mean, really, though. Do you have a hard time controlling yourself, as I do? But not only are they beautiful on the outside, they're beautiful on the inside. We're talking the most beautiful women on the planet who are well-rounded individuals. Take yourself, for example. You're a presenter in Venezuela, right? You have a degree. You're an educated person. You're a person with family values. I read up on you. How many languages do you speak?
Two, just Spanish and English.
Spanish and English. Okay, well I could do that. So I could have been Mr. Universe.
Yeah, why not?
Yeah, right.
Oh, come
Don't put that song.
Okay,
You can do it.
Thank you, Gabriella. Thank you for believing in me. Why would you want to be Miss Universe? What made you decide to do this?
Well, since I was 14, I go to the model world because my aunt passed away, and I want to. Sorry about my Spanglish.
No, it sounds great. Great.
And in that moment, I would like to make my moms and my grandma happy. So I was model since 14. Just a year ago, that my mom asked me again, "Can you go to the casting to a beauty pageant?" I saw my mom again, 10 years after, and I went for my mom, just for make happy my mom. And here I am. Moms never give you a bad advice. They always know.
And here you are in the world.
Yeah.
Now the entire world knows your name, and probably every man on the planet would like to know more about you. Are you married?
No. I have a boyfriend. Yes.
How long have you been together with him?
I have a boyfriend, and we have 2.5 years together in a beautiful relationship. And he supported me in this new commitment as a Miss Universe. It's not easily.
I know. I'm like, let's just hypothetically speaking, let's play pretend.
Okay, pretend.
Let's pretend I was your boyfriend.
Oh, my.
Is that okay? Can we pretend that?
Yeah.
Okay.
The music is.
Okay, baby, let me get a kiss. No, I'm just joking. All right. That's really all I want to do. No, but he doesn't get intimidated by your fame and your notoriety?
A little bit, but he knows me. He knows how is my behavior in front of the cameras, in front of the people. And he knows that I have a lot of values that my mom gave me. And he trusts in me. He's fine.
He's trust you. What does he do?
He works in Venezuela with a family business. And he'll stay here. Maybe comes out to visit me. I don't know, maybe.
That's what's up. All we hear about Venezuela is usually politically driven, here in the United States. But what is Venezuela like? Like, what is the countryside like? What is the culture like?
Well, as a Venezuelan girl, I have to tell that my country is one of the best in the world. Not because I'm Venezuelan, because you can find so kind people, very gentle people, very lovely people who always try to feel like in home. And not only this, Venezuela have one of the 7 wonderfuls in the world is the Angels River Falls.
Yep.
You can find desert beaches, you can find snow, you can find everything that you want is in one country. And not only the beauty of the nature, but also the people is very, very nice.
The women. What do Venezuelans think of America?
I have the opportunity to live here 1 year. Maybe after 1 year, I give you my own opinion. But I love to come here. It's another culture, The people is very, very kind, very funny, as always, try to make you feel better. And I feel very comfortable. This year could be a big experience.
Yeah.
New York City.
New York City. Where they got you living? Are you in Harlem? Are you living with black folks? Or where do you live?
I'm live close here. I don't know. It's my first week. I don't know my direction yet. My address.
Oh, this is your first week in New York. Okay.
Yeah, well, I thought you live in the Trump Towers somewhere. Like, when you went.
No. This is the office of my new boss.
Oh, it's the office.
This is not my
house.
No.
Got it.
Yeah,
I will live with Erin, Miss USA, for 1 year.
For 1 year. Okay, look, Gabriella Eastler is here. You want to talk to her? You want to meet Miss Universe? Give us a call, 888-742-3345. 845, we have Miss Universe with us, Gabriella Eastler for Venezuela.
Yes.
Is here, and I watched the pageant, and I have to say, a lot of times you see people on TV, and then when you meet them in person, they don't, because of the lights, because of the cameras, because of the makeup, because of all those things, they don't necessarily look the same. But I have to say, you're even more beautiful in person.
Oh, really? Thank you very much.
Than on TV. And a lot of it has to do with your energy. I'm so fascinated by geography. I've never been to South America. I've never been to places like Venezuela. Or
You have to go.
Yeah, man. We got to try.
Can I show my country? I can give.
You give me a tour?
Yeah, of course.
Well, can I stay at your house?
You ask a lot.
Well, go for it.
I will ask my mom.
Now, ask your mom. Do you cook?
Yes, I love baking.
What kind of Venezuelan, what are some of the cultural dishes of Venezuela?
Well, the first dish that we have is they call pabellón criollo. It's the traditional dish. They have rice, whole meat, black beans, and fried plantain with a little bit cheese on top. This is like the traditional food, and every.
And did you say bull meat?
Pulled meat.
Pulled.
Oh, pulled meat.
Pulled pork or chicken? Is it chicken or pork?
No, it's meat.
Meat. What kind? From what animal?
Pig.
Cow.
A cow. Beef.
Beef.
Okay.
Beef. Okay.
Okay. I'm sorry about my.
No.
You're
Keep
doing
talking,
great.
baby.
We want to understand the traditional foods there.
It's a very complete dish. You have to pick.
Okay, and you know how to cook this. Do you clean too?
Yeah, my mom teach me how can cook, how can clean my house, my room. Yeah.
Wow. Okay. All of this, and she cooks and clean. Now, you've been in New York. New York is a very aggressive place.
Yeah.
Like, men see beautiful women and they won't hesitate to approach them. Has any guy tried to pick up on you yet?
I'm sorry.
Has any guy tried to score on you?
No, not yet, because I always be with the girls with the organization. I never be alone in the streets. But I don't know. I have 1 year to pass through this situation. I hope no, but not yet.
Oh, not yet. You need to go to Harlem, man. Don't have them just keep you in the Times Square.
Today I was in Harlem. I was in Washington Heights.
Washington Heights?
Yeah, I was looking for.
Oh man!
Yeah, but no, I saw it through my window. I was in the car, but I was looking for. Venezuelan food because I know that it's a lot of market like super Latin markets.
Yeah.
You should go. There's a place on 175th and Broadway in Washington Heights, and it's Dominican food, and it's called Malecon. You should go try that too. Have you ever had Dominican food?
No.
Yeah.
No, I will find.
We're gonna write that down.
You can write me the address.
Because I want you to be in New York and get some real culture. Not just hanging out in the financial districts and being in Times Square is great, but that's more touristy. You got to get up in the hood.
I have to.
Yeah, go to or the barrio, right? That's how you say.
I don't know how to go to the hood. Miss Universe in the hood?
Yeah.
That sounds like a reality
I use
show.
my sunglass and I put flats. Why not?
Yeah, hang out, hang loose.
New experience.
Right?
I have to, yeah.
She's real.
Definitely, I have to go.
Yeah.
Now, I watched the show.
You can be my
I would
bodyguard.
love to be anything you want me to be. You say the word.
Oh, gosh.
Say it in Spanish.
Lord.
Yeah.
Anyways, so I watched the show the other night. It was very, very entertaining. And my favorite part for all of the pageant shows is when they asked you guys the questions. But I was talking to my dad, and I feel like I would want to see more of the question and the answering portion because it focuses so much on the beauty more so than the brains. Do you wish that too?
I'm sorry.
Yeah, you confuse me. It's her second language. Slow down.
Okay, I'm sorry.
And break it down. Go ahead.
All right. Do you ever wish that they focused more on your brains than beauty, like on the question and answer portion of the show?
Well, for example, my final question, it was related to my own personality, not as a beauty questions, not pageant questions. And I love that because they give you opportunity to show what you really think of yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I want to ask another question.
Yeah.
Would you actually be able and willing to do some questions that we have in our mystery sack?
Oh, my God. Well, I will try.
Okay.
I will try.
Yeah, one question. Here we go.
Go ahead and reach in.
Dig deep, dig deep.
Put your hands into Sway's sack.
That sounds gross.
It's Sway's Mystery Sack on Shade 45.
All right. She put her hands in my sack. It tickled, but she pulled out a question.
Oh, no.
What's the question, Heather?
I'm so sorry, Gabrielle.
Can I pick another one?
Okay. If you were forced to be a sex slave,
what?
What
I can answer this kind of question. I'm sorry.
Okay, pick another one.
Pick another one.
Oh, my gosh, Tracy. Who gave
I don't know. David Blaine. Magic. Just popped up.
What does that
She
one
said
say?
you mean, Tracy.
Oh, again?
What does that say?
If you can erase any sexual experience, it's
I'm
over.
sorry.
gosh.
It's a
All right,
lot of
last one.
kids.
This is good.
Who wants to know about her and sex?
No, I'm sorry.
Okay, this is a good one.
Okay.
If the devil approached you and promised you everything you ever wanted for fame, would you do it?
Let me read again.
If Satan...
If the devil approached you and promised you everything you ever want for fame. No.
Yeah, there you go.
No way.
Good answer.
Good answer.
I like that.
I'm a Catholic person.
There you go.
Yeah, good.
There you go.
Gabriella Easler, Miss Universe, thank you for coming by the show.
No, thank you.
was-
It's been a really fun time here.
Great. And if I see you on the streets, I'll give you a tour.
Please give me.
Okay? All
yeah.
right. Thank you, and good luck to you.
Thank
Congratulations.
you. Thank you so
Absolutely.
much.
You're a good sport. All right. Up next, it's a movie called Delivery Man, starring Vince Vaughn. The very popular, famous, funny Vince Vaughn is here. If you want to speak with him, 888-742-3345. We're dedicating this one to Gabriella. We are now in the presence of, in my opinion, one of the most clever, funniest, talented, well-rounded actors of this generation. There has yet to be a movie that he's done that I didn't like.
Right.
Wedding Crashers, Rudy, the Internship, the Anchorman. The list goes on and on again. I want to personally thank him for making me feel better for at least 90 minutes every time I need to escape the world. I watch one of his films, and it makes me feel a lot better. Mm-hmm. And he's here today to talk about his new movie, Delivery Man. Give it up for Vince Vaughn, ladies and gentlemen.
Great to be here.
Vince!
Thank you, my friend. I appreciate it. Nice to see you guys.
Good to see you, man.
What's happening?
Dude, you are a funny guy, bro.
Appreciate it.
Well, you like that as a kid?
You know, I'll be honest with you. I was not great in school, and I realized if I could make people laugh, maybe I could kind of take attention away from that, you know. So it was easier to sort of, make jokes than to get up in front of the school and struggle with a math problem or something. But I always found that a sense of humor helps you in life to laugh at situations and have a sense of humor about yourself always served me well. So, at a young age, it's just one of those things that I think you kind of start to find a way to feel okay in a group or socially. And, I just... always kind of gravitated to trying to make people laugh.
Yeah. But when did you decide to take that on the road, so to speak, and make a career out of that?
I didn't know that you could. I grew up outside of Chicago, so for me, I always liked kind of, joking around or
Yeah.
playing around with friends and stuff. And then I was kind of bored with school. And so once I got to be 16, I started going into the city and studying improv. And I started performing in places I was too young to be in. But I was tall enough so no one bothered me. And we did like sketch comedy, and that was cool. And then after high school, I made the decision to move to California. I figured they're making shows out there, so I'll go give it a shot.
Yeah.
And like I said, I wasn't really motivated for school or to go do that. And, I was fortunate that my parents said, if you really love this and you want to try it, go ahead. And I think that's important for any young kid. If you have something inside of you that you believe in, to allow yourself to explore that, I think is important.
Yeah. I'm curious. I'm sure you have fun on every set, but I know it's a business too. I know, it's your occupation. It's your craft. But do you have a movie that that you feel was like that definitive milestone moment for you in your career that you knew, okay, I hit the grand slam with this?
I've been fortunate to be involved in some movies that have really hit a chord, and I think it was the place that we worked from. But probably what started off was Swingers. Favreau wrote Swingers, and we didn't know any better. We were just being reckless. We wanted to tell our story. We were defiant. We said, this is funny, and there was no one over your shoulder. It was no one was telling us what we could or couldn't do. And it was a movie really about getting past a breakup. And the movie really, kind of got people's attention, and that was really surprising. I mean, we didn't know if anyone would see the movie, and then it sort of became something that when people start seeing that and enjoying it, that was a great feeling. And then, I guess old school would be that in a studio way. They kind of left us alone, and it's sort of the start of these kind of outlaw studio films where you were allowed to kind of go do stuff and be funny and not try to please everybody. And then Wedding Crashers, and there was a lot of fun. Anchorman was hilarious. Now the Anchorman 2 is coming out, and I get to pop up as Wes Mantooth again in that one. So that was fun to go play with those guys.
Damn, man. I'm sure people are always asking you to do these characters too, man. I'm not going to do that. I'm just sure they always do. Now I want to talk about the movie Delivery Man. I want to open up the phone lines as well. 888-742-3345. Vince Vaughn is here. Sway in the Morning. Vince Vaughn in here. Sway in the Morning, Shade 45. Hey, Vince, you got a favorite rapper, bro?
Boy, it's hard to pick just one. I mean, it's hard to pick one. And, I mean that. I mean, it's like, starting back and, just you wouldn't have one with what came before it, But as a kid, I always liked Slick Rick a lot.
Wow.
I always thought he was great and innovative. EPMD was cool.
Wow.
But and I remember, like everybody, when that first NWA album came out, right? You hadn't heard anything like that.
Yeah.
And that was really different and progressive. And then, obviously, Slim Shady. I mean, he can bring the rhymes for sure.
Eminem, that's Slim Shady, baby. Hey, you know what the acronym NWA stands for?
Mm-hmm. With a Z, sir. With a Z.
Okay. With the Z, exactly. All right, Delivery Man is the movie. It's premiering this Friday.
Excellent.
And Tracy G had a chance to watch it.
Yes, and it was very, very, very good. And I love the storyline because I was like, where the hell would they think of this? Because it's a man who is a sperm donor. And then his sperm is like super sperm because it helps to birth like 500 plus children. But 100 plus of them want to know the identity of their father because they feel like they're psychologically about to crash. And I was thinking about all the different children that you met, and it made me think, out of all of them, which one spoke best to your younger self?
It's an interesting question. I think what happens is, in the course of the film, you meet a bunch of young kids that are in very different circumstances, some that are kind of fun, like playing for the Knicks, or some where they're going through some either physical challenges or relationship challenges or caught up in the wrong crowd. And I think it kind of speaks to your hopes and fears, to all of your kid, whatever your kid would be, or yourself as an individual.
Right.
That's that kind of thing where, as a parent, I think you're excited and want your kids to be happy and in a flow, but at the same time, if they're struggling, that's a hard thing to watch because people got to grow up and learn their lessons and you want to get involved, but there's a balance to that. And then I think for young people, it's like whenever you're that age, I can look back at myself, everything feels so traumatic. You feel like you're the only person going through that experience. You don't have perspective to realize everyone's miserable. Everyone is frustrated or going through stuff. They feel like they're the only one, that's going through something.
And you have two children yourself, right?
Yeah, it can feel like 500 sometimes, but I have 2 kids.
I
yes.
believe it. Were you able to take anything from this movie that helped you with fatherhood now?
You know, it's interesting. I think as an actor, your imagination is the best thing you have because you don't go through all experiences. But I think being a new father definitely cracked me open to some of the emotions and things that were at play in the film for sure.
Mm-hmm. How old are your children?
I have a daughter that's almost 3, and my son is 3 months.
Woo.
So we're at the starting line
Yeah,
here.
bro. Cherish this time. My daughter is 15 now,
Oh, wow.
in the 10th grade, and my life isn't the same.
Yeah.
I'm not even me talking to you.
I
right
understand.
now. It all changes.
Yeah.
She's going to call you daddy. She's going to love you up until about 13, and then something's going to happen, and then life just is upside down.
You just got to ride the storm because it comes back.
It comes back to you, bro.
That's
All
right.
If you need any advice, I'm here for you, Vince.
I appreciate it.
Vince Vaughn is here. Delivery Man is the movie. I'm going to take a few callers. We got Zach from Michigan on the line. Go ahead.
What's up, Sway? Thanks for having me on today.
Absolutely, brother.
Vince, first I just got to say you're definitely one of my favorite actors of all time. I love all your movies. I think my favorite one of yours was Dodgeball.
Right.
And one of my my question is, all my friends they want me to ask this. How much, when you're acting out a scene like say in Dodgeball, how much leeway, I guess so to speak, does the director give you within the script to sort of improvise a scene and maybe go off on a tangent or deviate away from the script?
Well, nice to meet you, Zach. It depends on the setting. I think with comedies, we are kind of collaborative. Sometimes you're just trying to crack up the person that you're working with, and some directors encourage bringing ideas to do stuff. Dodgeball, we had a really good script, but that being said, we got to play around some as well. So it really just depends on what's going on that day. Like in Crashers, we improvised a lot, like Motorboat, and a lot of that stuff was not on the page. But there's no steadfast rule. I think it sort of depends on what's going on. But as a general rule in comedy, it's always good to try to keep it fresh. Even if you're not going to use what you improvise, it's a way to not make it feel like you've done the same thing so many times in a row.
This is the final question because I know you got to go. Will Ferrell, Steve, Owen Wilson. Do you guys actually hang out outside of all of this?
You do. It's hard with your schedules and working. That's why it was nice to work with Owen recently to kind of catch up and to hang. But, it's always nice to see each other.
Yeah.
And you know how it is. Your schedule gets so busy with work and with family, you're not always able to spend as much time as you would want to. But, it's fun, like even stopping in Anchorman and seeing those guys was fun. And you get a chance to catch up just, I think, with work and families and stuff. It's not as much as it used to be.
Yeah. Vince Vaughn, man, I want to thank you for coming by, man. It's a real treat for me, bro.
I am a fan of the show. Thanks for having me. I appreciate it. It's great to be with you.
Man, thank you, brother. I appreciate you, man. Man, you guys make sure you see Delivery Man this Friday in theaters. Up next, we got Celebrity Wire.
Yup, and Justin Bieber, he's back to his antics.
Shade 4-5.
Reporting on arrests,
Have you figured out why I'm in these handcuffs?
fights,
You're a fucking dickhead.
and celebrity meltdowns.
No! If you can't help them, help me!
It's the Celebrity Wire on Sway in the Morning.
All right, 50 minutes into the hour. Tracy G, what you got?
Well, Justin Bieber, surprise, surprise, he's back to his bad boy antics. We know he already had so many issues with one of his neighbors. One time he spat in that neighbor's face, and now he has another feud going on because over the weekend the neighbor says that he was causing a ruckus with this big party that he had. 100 people were there, including Snoop Dogg. So they called the cops 3 times, and now Justin Bieber, he has a police report against him for disturbing the peace.
I want to party with Justin, damn it. I'm giving in. I'm
told
joining him. You can't
as
beat
you
him, join him, man.
should,
I'm
Sway.
partying with Justin. Send me the ticket.
Before it's
I wanna
all
do that as
over.
well. All right, now going back in time a little bit, you guys may remember this was a very memorable BET Awards performance where Beyonce, back when she was with Destiny's Child, they did a whole lap dance for a couple guys to cater to you. Beyonce, she had her eyes on Terrence Howard. Now, it looked like that was just for the stage, but he did an interview recently, and he said back in those days, he actually tried to get with her.
I tried to talk to her once, and I missed the opportunity, and she was like, "This is what you missed." So she's like 100.
Oh, really? Really? And was there any chance after the BET Awards of a hookup?
No.
No.
Jay-Z would kill me.
Oh, okay. So you tried, are you saying you at one point...
We had a meeting, I looked at her, she looked at me, there was the kismet, and then I tried to talk to her girl.
Now, speaking about Jay-Z wanting to kill him, a lot of people wanted to kill Jay-Z with the way he handled this whole Barney story, how there were 2 people...
I wouldn't say they wanted to kill him, Tracy.
All right, right. Well, people were angry. There were
Okay.
petitions going online, and it was all because 2 black teenagers that were in Barney's in October, they claimed that racial profiling was put against them. Jay-Z, he had a partnership going on with Barney, so people felt like he should completely come out of it. Now, Jay, he put out a statement saying, I got to get all the facts straight. Originally, some percentage of the funds was supposed to go to his foundation, the Sean Carter Foundation, Now, November 15th, that was on Saturday, he said that all of the percentages will go to the Sean Carter Foundation. He's still going to continue with this partnership, but he's going to do the best thing possible and help out individuals with getting scholarships.
And he's also spearheading a committee along with Barney's to really address the issue of racial profiling as well as in response to what happened to those 2 kids.
Yes.
All right. Thank you very much, Tracy G, for that Celebrity Wire. All right. 52 minutes into the hour. Any comments you have on today's show, we want to play it back for the world. Call us, 888-742-3345. Big Sean.
Welcome to the listener line.
New message.
What up, Sway? This is Polo calling from South Carolina, originally from Queens, New York. I love what you're doing, man. The show is good. Excellent show. Good commentary. QB.
New message.
Yo, Sway, this is Pat over here in Fort Hood, Texas, man. Just wanted to show some love to the morning show when DJ Wonder was killing this morning. I like what he did with that What I Am sample. All right, out.
New message.
Yo, this is Zig Mac from Chicago. I just wanted to leave a message about the cat that's on the radio saying he ain't never been with no sister before. And he's thinking about, he don't want to get married and all that. He better not, because he ain't never had no real good pussy until he had no black girls pussy. Well, white girls might be cool and all that, but, you know what I mean? It ain't like no sister. Once he get that black, he'll never go back. Holla, church.
New message.
This is Kenny Dope, man. I'm a truck driver. I'm in St. Louis right now, Missouri. And I think he should get married to her. You know what I mean? He's been with her this long. If he's planning on dipping and some other shit, then he needs to get rid of her. But if not, he might go ahead and marry her.
Wow, man. That motherfucker got rust in his throat.
Ew.
Thank you for tuning in. It's good to be back home. Vince Vaughn was here today, ladies and gentlemen. He got a movie called Delivery Man. It'll be out Friday.
Yep.
Gabriella Isler, Miss Universe, was here today. Just look for her in the streets of New York. She'll be here for an entire year, and I'm giving her a tour of Harlem. Also, we have to thank the one, the only, David Blaine.
Yeah.
David Blaine, Real or Magic special premiering tomorrow on ABC, 9:30 Eastern. I'm going to post the card tricks he did because you only can hear it, but you have to see it to understand on Sway'sUniverse.com.
And he left HB a souvenir. Let's not forget that.
What did he leave you, HB?
A card and a marker. He never really quite answered the whole devil thing. I don't know if any of you noticed, but he avoided that a lot.
Is that an accusation?
He said, of course not.
No, he didn't.
No, he said, no, it's just a lot of hard work and tricks.
Yeah. Okay.
You think he sold his soul to the devil? Yo, the tricks he did in front of our eyes. Where's that marker at? Let me see this marker. He gave Heather B a Sharpie marker.
A Sharpie and a jack of clubs that he told me is good luck.
And
in case I don't see you guys tomorrow.
And you rub the marker and it says 5 hearts. It went from Sharpie to 5 hearts. How the hell did he do that?
The devil.
He paid for these markers.
Did he give you the marker? Or that was our marker.
He
brought that marker?
Because he told me. Remember, he told me to sign my name on a card. He gave me a marker, and he told me to sign my name on the card. So it's probably one of the Sharpies that he had done. And you rub it 3 times, and then it just
changes.
It's all his own, and he kept his shades on the entire time. I asked you at the very beginning when you started telling these stories, Sway, did he wear shades? And he was like, I don't know. Magicians and their shades and seeing through everything. Lucifer.
They cool.
Tomorrow's show, Yo Gotti will be here, and Jesse Tyler Ferguson will be here. Tracy G could be reached on social media at...
Yep, on Twitter at It's Tracy G. That's with no E, ITSTRACYG. Same for Instagram.
Heather B.
Reach me at the happy hour, heatherb.com, and also Sporty Sunday resumes on Sunday. To get on the guest list, you have to RSVP at sportysundays@gmail.com. First and last name only.
I want to say congratulations to my nephew Isaiah for winning the Little League Super Bowl championship yesterday. Tech's son did it. Congratulations to Big Boy, my brother working radio in L.A. Even his son got defeated. And his wife, oh my gosh, she was so unruly. She was the meanest person on the field.
Is the pot calling the kettle black?
I'm just saying, I start arguing with a big boy's wife, and he had to step between us because we were talking about whose kid's the best.
Wow.
It got ugly, man, and she's a beautiful woman.
Okay.
Anyway, man, if you see him, call him, tweet him, tell him, you just got to chill out, him and the family. You can win next year. All right, anyway, so tonight, Global Spin Awards, I will be hosting, and then also Wake Up Show at 8 p.m. Eastern here on Shade 45. We're going to be featuring some more Wake Up Show Unplugged. Until tomorrow, ladies and gentlemen, go to SwayesUniverse.com. We're going to post this David Blaine footage by tomorrow. By tomorrow, you can check it out. And I'm at Real Sway on Twitter and Instagram. And we have nothing left to say.